171 Hollis, front desk. 800 Turnham, 4 beats. Brind 832, 5 beat. I'm glad you could join us, Stamp. Still an area car, are we? Good. Martella 227, Panda 1, Garfield 218, Panda 2. And try not to prang them. The garage manager's getting very fed up with the amount of damaged vehicles on this division. Right, that's it then. OK, I'll walk out on 4 beat with you, Richard, yeah? Give us a shout when you're ready.
Don't worry, Rich. I suspect he wants some help with his crossword.
I've done my crossword, thanks. We're going out to play with the traffic. You know where 4 beat starts, don't you?
Rixon Road, yes, Sergeant.
Move it up, look, you shift the girl out of
Oh, come on, can't you?
Do you realise it's an offence to sound your horn like that, sir?
Oh, fine then, go on then, book me. Never mind the mobile roadblock causing the jam, book me. That's far more sense, isn't it?
Mobile roadblock?
The lorry.
Fact of life, I'm afraid, sir. Just show a little patience and consideration, or I will book you.
Excuse me, pal. Come and sort this lot out, will you?
There seems to be a problem.
I'll be here all morning this rate.
No body search, remember.
Not endorsable, I know. Could you step out of the car, please, sir?
Oh, this is madness.
Out of the car, now.
The whole of London's seizing up, and all you morons can do is to annoy the motorists.
I'm issuing you with a fixed penalty notice. Do you have your driving documents?
No, I don't. And if you give me one more of those, that'll tear it up.
You're not going to move it like this, are you? Come on. Yeah, all right, all right. All right. That's very pretty, darling, but is there any chance of doing it on the pavement there, is there?
Go ahead, Bob.
I'm on the junction of Quinn and Rixon Road. Got a girl sitting on the mini roundabout.
Oh, yeah? Thinks it's a magic mushroom, does she?
No, she's painting. Disturbed looking. So is she. Could somebody pick us up, please?
Sierra Oscar 86 from Sierra Oscar.
Are you receiving, over?
Yeah, go ahead, Sarge.
Sergeant Cryer's in need of a lift at the junction of Quinn and Rixon Roads, George.
Can you oblige?
Yes, Sierra Oscar. Be there in a couple of minutes.
What's your name, lovely? Your name? Where do you live?
7 days to produce the documents, 28 days to pay the fine. Oh, and, could you move the car, please? You're causing an obstruction.
It's about time the police raise the entry qualifications. You can do some unblinking minds on the job.
My first process at Sun Hill. I've broken the ice.
No, we don't want to break it all at once.
What's she done?
Nothing except sit in the middle of the road, but she won't talk to me. I'm called up for some transport. Come on, speed up. Come on. It's a good girl. Let's have you.
Please don't go rushing by. Stay and make my heart fly. I can't do any more to get inside you.
All right, what's that? Hit and run, man. I stop for the kid and this guy comes straight past me, banging away. Lord.
Right, has anyone called an ambulance?
Serious accident in Polmere Road, zebra crossing near Polmere Gardens. Any units in the vicinity to assist as necessary, please. Possible hit and run. Victim, a young girl. Suspect vehicle red, but no definite description as yet.
Of course I hand signal. I always signal, man. That guy there, he'll tell you. He also stopped.
Take over here for me, will you, Viv? I was on my way to another call.
Does anybody here know who she is?
She's my daughter.
Oh, Becky!
A metallic red Escort, probably damaged on front near side.
Was it George?
Yeah.
Little girl's name's Becky Reynolds, aged 9. Her mother, Mrs. Pauline Reynolds, has gone with her in the ambulance. I'm following on. Kid's unconscious at the moment, though.
Nobody got the number?
Yeah, witnesses agree on J and 2, but that's about all. Same with the driver of the Escort, white male, wearing dark top.
Well, I wouldn't want it on my living room wall. And I don't want schizos in my cell either. Come on. Painting like this, of course she is. Think she's Van Gogh. Now, any minute now, she'll go into active mode and cut her ears off, mine and all. Let's get a sectioning out of it.
Hold up. Here. Look. Before we dump her on the world, don't you think we ought to phone her around a few places in case she's gone walkabout from somewhere?
OK.
You'll do it then?
Me?
Please. Richard and me had only just got out when I picked her up, and I've got to show him the ground.
And you think I got time to ring up every loony bin in London?
Yeah. Any response?
Nothing.
It's all yours then. I'll do the paperwork later if you don't find the loser. Come on, Richard.
Not exactly over-endowed with sensitivity, is he?
Alec Peters? He's been in the job as long as I have. It wears off. She had no means of identification, no needle marks, no signs of being a junkie. She didn't respond to sign language, so she's not deaf.
So she's a schizo?
No, she's a problem. And the job's full of them. You should know that. And what do you do with a problem that won't go away? You just keep it moving.
Like the traffic?
Yeah. Then I'm sure when you're a commissioner, you'll find a better answer for it.
So it was taken from your workplace and not your home address? Right. Right, thank you for calling. We'll see what we can do. There you are, Alistair. Miss Lorraine Gaynor. Check her out.
And she's at home now, is she?
Yeah.
Just an update from the hospital, Sarge. I can't see me getting to speak to the kid today. She's got multiple injuries to the chest and right leg, plus a fractured skull. She's in the operating theatre now.
Are the parents both there?
Yeah.
How are they?
How do you think?
Well, hang on a bit longer if you feel you're being some use, OK?
Yes, Sarge. Can I get you a coffee?
Get away! Get away, you pig! Slow down! Oi, you lot! Off! Get down before you hurt yourselves!
Sierra Oscar from 832 receiving over.
Receiving 832.
Yes, Sarge, I found your car.
Miss Lorraine Gaynor?
Yeah?
Detective Sergeant Alistair Gregg, Sunhill Police.
Is it about my car?
Yes, it is. Can I come in?
Yeah, sure. Found it already, then?
Yes, we have. It was abandoned on waste ground behind Derrith Street. It's a bit smashed up, I'm afraid.
Sodding joyriders, I suppose.
Possibly.
Well, is it drivable or what?
Not at the moment, no. But it's not quite a write-off.
Oh, terrific. Take a seat.
It's not just damage, though, Miss Gaynor. Your car was involved in a hit-and-run accident at 2:30 this afternoon on a zebra crossing. A little girl's in hospital.
What? Is she badly hurt?
Pretty badly, yeah.
How do you know it was my car?
We found traces of fabric and human tissue around the headlamp rim.
God almighty.
Look, I'm sorry about this, but I have to double-check a couple of things. You rang the station as soon as you realised the car had been taken, right? Miss Gaynor?
Just after 3.
When you left work, Ablett and Beale, Seacroft Place.
No, I left work at 2. I'm part-time now because of this. Did a bit of shopping in the high street, went back for the car. It was gone, so I called you lot.
And where had the car been parked?
Mears Lane, just behind Seacroft Place.
Can you remember what time you left it there this morning?
10. That's my times now, 10 till 2. Have you got any witnesses?
Yeah, a few.
Kid. Do you think you'll catch them?
There was only one man in the car, actually. And I sincerely hope so.
Hello, Meg. That's Meg, our bag lady. Stay well upwind of her and don't go too near unless she sets fire to herself.
Is that likely?
That has been known. Oh, There's Terry Hislop. He lives back round the corner in Belling Street. He'll invite you in for a cup of tea. Don't go.
Why not?
Very fond of young men in uniforms.
9-2 from Sierra Oscar. Are you receiving over?
Yeah, go ahead, Tom.
Grovelling request from DS Gregg regarding the hit and run. Could you make preliminary inquiries at Ablett and Beale's in Seacroft Place, where the owner of the stolen vehicle works, just in case anyone saw someone hanging about Mears Lane between
10 a.m. and 2:25, basically.
Do you have a better description yet?
Yes, we do. Still a white male with a dark top.
but also probably late 20s with short dark hair?
Excuse me, Sarge, the FIO's looking for you. He's
Hi,
in the
Bob.
yard.
Yeah, right. Thanks, Tom.
Looks a bit much, doesn't it?
Yes, I've only just noticed some of these dents here and here. They're not compatible with hitting a child or even a wall. They've been done with a hammer.
I'm afraid Mr. Abbott's out at the moment, and there isn't a Mr. Beale anymore. Oh, and I'm Mary, and this is Melanie.
Right. We've come about Lorraine Gaynor's car.
What about it?
Well, it was stolen from Mears Lane sometime after 10 o'clock this morning.
You didn't know?
No, poor Lorraine.
She rang us just after 3 o'clock. We assumed she must have phoned from here.
No, Lorraine left at 2.
That's right, she went shopping. And when she came back to the car, it had gone.
Well, she definitely didn't come back in, did she, Melanie?
No, I've been here all the time.
Fair enough. Haven't seen anyone hanging about, have you? Bloke, mid-20s, dark hair, dark top.
No, I'm very sorry. I haven't been out either. Oh, poor Lorraine. She's got enough troubles at the moment without this.
Oh, well, never mind.
That boyfriend of hers will go bananas about the car. Would you like a wee cup of tea?
No, that's all right, thanks very much. What boyfriend would that be?
Paul, that rotten sod she lives with. I've told her. I said, Lorraine, there's plenty decent fish in the sea, but she won't listen.
He'll be off as soon as the baby's born anyway.
Yeah.
Any reason why he should go bananas about the car?
Well, she shovels him about, doesn't she? He's disqualified.
And have either of you met him?
Oh, no. He never comes here.
Spends all his time in the pub.
Well, thank you. You were in a bit sharply with that phone call.
Sorry, I wasn't sure you picked it up.
Well, I had.
It's worth following up, though, isn't it?
Well, everything's worth following up. Disqualified drivers have been known to use loved ones' vehicles before now. Sierra Oscar from 9-2. Are you receiving?
Receiving, Bob.
Yeah, I've got something for Alistair, Tom.
He's on his way back to the losers.
Yeah, could you ask him to pick us up? We're still in Seacroft Place. And could you ask someone to check our current disqualifieds? First name Paul, surname unknown, current address likely to be the same as Lorraine Gaynor's.
Back again?
Uh-huh. There have been 1 or 2 developments.
Oh, yeah? What's happened then?
We're a bit confused about your phone call to us when your car was stolen. Apparently you didn't ring from work.
Who said I did?
Okay, why didn't you? It was just around the corner.
Because I didn't want them 2 nosy cows twittering on.
So where did you ring from?
I got the bus home and then I ran. I'm sorry I didn't make that very clear. Does it really matter?
Not a lot. Except it maybe lost us valuable minutes.
I was upset.
So, if it wasn't 3 o'clock, can you remember what time it actually was when you found your car had gone?
No, I can't. I don't look at my watch every time something happens. I was upset.
Okay.
Well, is that it then?
No, not quite. Were there any dents in your car, Miss Gaynor, before it was stolen?
Dents?
Yes, at the front. Made with a hammer. A small sledgehammer, to be precise.
No.
Only we found some. You sure?
Of course I'm sure.
Must have been done after the accident then. Presumably to cover up the evidence. You know, panic measures. Smash up the front so much we wouldn't find anything.
So?
So, we were wondering if there was a hammer in your car before it was stolen.
Now, why would I drive about with a sledgehammer in my car?
No idea. Thing is, joyriders don't usually carry them either. So where did the hammer come from? And where was the hammering done? In the street? In broad daylight. It's your boyfriend, Paul, is it?
It's none of your business.
Be nice to speak to him.
You don't have to speak to him.
Be nice to eliminate him from our inquiries. Be nice to have a look in your garage too, Miss Gaynor.
I haven't got a garage.
That's not what the housing office say.
Look, it's my car that's been nicked and smashed up, remember?
Okay, we'll get a search warrant. There are some plastic bags in my car.
She hasn't cut her ear off then yet.
No.
Yeah, Turnham's right. You are insensitive.
Insensitive? What?
No one's claimed her.
No.
I suppose you have notified social services.
They don't want to know. Police surgeon doesn't want to know. So it's either Section 136 in the Royal, who probably won't want to know either, or we could just release her.
What, to sit in the middle of the district right now? That's a good idea.
Well, why don't you take her home then? Your front room could do with some decorating. How's young Richard doing?
Oh, he's so sharp he could cut himself. I know what all this hero worship's about. We've had graduates through Sunnyhill before. He's no different. Don't want to make yourself too comfortable. Alistair's got a customer for you.
Paul was meant to pick me up from work at 2.
In your car?
No, in a poxy helicopter. What do you think? But he didn't show. So I got the bus home. About 20 to 3, turns up at the flat in a right state.
Drunk?
Been in the pub since 12, hadn't he? That's why he forgot to pick me up. But in a funk as well.
And did he tell you what had happened?
He said that some kid had run out in front of him and he'd hid the car in the garage. I went down with him to have a look. There was some stuff on the front of the car. Well, he couldn't do nothing about it. So I got a cloth and I wiped some of it off. Then I told him to use the hammer on it.
Sierra Oscar from 227.
Any news, Viv?
Yeah. Becky Reynolds is dead.
And then Paul took the car and dumped it?
Yeah.
Where is he now?
I don't know. He rang me to tell me he'd got rid of the car, and that was the last I spoke to him. He was in a right panic.
But you weren't, were you? Ringing to report it stolen after all that.
The stupid little cow shouldn't have run out in the road. Paul never done it on purpose.
He was disqualified, he was drunk, and it happened on a zebra crossing. In a few months' time, you'll have a kiddie of your own. How would you feel?
I'd teach it road sense.
I'm asking you again, Lorraine, where is he?
And I'm telling you again, I don't know!
OK. We'll just press on with you then. You're going to be charged with attempting to pervert the course of justice.
Alistair.
Any chance of a cup of tea?
In a bit.
The young kiddie's dead. She died in hospital on the operating table. You're covering up for a guy who's killed somebody. Think about it.
You're giving me the spiel.
Ring the hospital.
I don't know where he is. I only know where he might be.
This'll make you happy, Bob. Our wanted man confirmed as Paul John Davison. And Gaynor thinks he may have run home to Mum. Could you make inquiries of the charming Mrs. D? I'm sure you know the address.
The Davison family. They live on the Bishopsdale estate. They're responsible for 10% of the crime on this beat and 50% of the aggro. Yeah, all right, Tom, we're on our way. We're only a couple of streets away. Bit of discreet backup would help, though.
Backup? I thought you and Hazel had a rapport.
He's dark-haired, medium build, wears an earring. Watch it he doesn't try and do a runner. But don't mix it with the family.
There's no tax on that one.
No, that means the brothers are here.
What do you want?
Just a word, Hazel. Is Paul about?
No, he ain't.
He's in there!
You go, get out! You go! No! Get out of my house! I said, get out! Get out! You!
I owe you one, but don't ever do that again. Come on.
Come on.
All right, get up! Get up! Where you going? Get up!
Let him be in the hospital! You've got no right dragging us down here!
Will you shut up?
You're filth! That's what you are, you're
I'll be back in a second. Bang her up if she doesn't shut up.
Yes, son. Now get inside. Come on.
It may have done for the last person, but it will not do for me. I told you to wait. You do not go charging into situations. Who do you think you are, Bulldog Drummond? You do not put yourself or your colleagues in danger, and you do not batter people senseless. Now go and get your grub.
Yes, Sergeant.
He did the business then.
That man's going to need watching.
Get stuck in. That's not right. If he'd run for cover, he'd have been an overeducated Nancy boy. You know, you're getting very contrary. I think it's the menopause. Either that or jealousy.
Sierra Oscar to all units. Armed robbery in progress at Bristow's Bookmakers, corner of Warner Road and the High Street. Suspect believed to be armed with handgun.
Sierra Oscar from Sierra Oscar 7. I am in vicinity of Warner Road. I can see Bristow's on the corner. Suspect has just left the premises and does appear to be holding a handgun. I am in pursuit. Blast! Stop! Police! Stop! Do you hear me? Police! Starting pistol. Sierra Oscar from Sierra Oscar 7.
Proceeding, Jim, go ahead.
I'm pursuing the suspect from Bristow's betting shop. He is male, IC1, early 20s, wearing a light-coloured bomber jacket and faded blue denim jeans. He was carrying a starting pistol, which he dropped while evading arrest. I now have this pistol in my possession. Got no way of knowing if he's armed in any other way. I've now lost sight of the said suspect on Chichester Avenue by St Matthias of the Apostle Roman Catholic Church.
Okay, Jim, we'll relay your description to all cars in the area.
Excuse me, police! Detective Constable Carver. Scannell, CID. Will you mind showing me what's in that bag, please, sir?
So you cancelled 2 days' leave? Then the case is adjourned. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but you should know that by now, Taff. When it happened to me, Christ said it was par for the course.
But it's so inefficient, isn't it? I mean, we have all our facts prepared. Then there's no medical evidence. They say they can't proceed. It's a Mickey Mouse system.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse was a CPS watch. Hello. What are these two up to?
Let's go and have a look, shall we?
Doing? This is cruel! It's cruel! What are you, mad? You can't drive this car away with these two doctors back.
I'm repossessing this car, mate. And anything that's in the car goes with the car.
It's
all
cruel,
right?
it's cruel.
Yeah, all right,
Cruel.
all right! Right, we'll sort this out, shall we? What's your name?
And it's your car, is it?
No, it's my neighbour's. What's your name?
Fordham. And they're not your dogs either, are they?
No, they're not.
Well, why can't you mind your own business and let me get on with the job?
And what exactly are you doing, sir?
Look, I've got this repossession order saying I'm entitled to take back my property.
Yeah, well... appears to be in order.
So, who's going to get them out then? Are you? Are you? Yeah, well, that's what I thought. Right, I'm off.
Look, you can't let him do this!
Mr. Fordham! Wait a minute.
I know the bloke who owns this car. He's put those two monsters in there deliberately to stop me getting my car back. Now, I've been after this car for 6 months, and this time I'm going to get it.
We can understand that, but if you'll just calm down.
Calm down? Calm down? Right, that's it. You want them out? I'll get them out.
Mr. Fordham, what are you doing?
Good.
Sit!
Yes, son, what is it?
Who let the dogs out? And where's that man going in my dad's car?
You gonna tell him?
The priest reckons he can't break the sacred seal of silence. You mean the geezer was making a confession? That's right. The bloke must have slipped in the money inside the box, then took to his heels before I got there. Crafty little git. I'm Detective Inspector Burnside. Well, Father Hughes, looks like we got a problem. Now, I understand your dilemma, but you've got to see things from my point of view. I'm a policeman, and whichever way you look at it, you've been found with a bag full of stolen money in your possession. So, how are we going to sort it out? Any suggestions?
I've already explained the problem to your colleague. I'll do everything in my power to help you, but
The man who handed you this money, he was making a confession.
Yes.
And you know his name. Can you tell me his name? You're not trying to protect him, are you?
No. It's the church that's protecting him.
And you have no personal interest in wishing to see this particular individual evade arrest?
None whatsoever.
Right. Thanks very much for that. Oh, just one more thing. Would you mind hanging on just to make a short statement to the effect of what you just told me?
Of course.
Ken, can you take care of that?
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, Father. Jim. Is that it? What? He as good as told you he knows who the bloke is, and you're going to let him walk?
Actually, Detective Constable Carver, I'm not. But not for the reasons you think. I'm going to keep him here as long as possible, for his own protection. You see, whoever gave him this money did so for only one reason. He knew the priest couldn't tell us who he was. So, he's going to go back there later and turn him over, right? Right. The longer we keep the priest here, the more our friend is going to sweat.
Got it.
So you go back to the church and check out the surrounding area. Find out if our friend's been seen going back in there. Knock on a few doors, turn over a few stones, see what crawls out. Be as hard as you have to be. But if you find out anything at all, let me know immediately. You understand?
Right, Cov. Well, suppose you know why you're here. I've just had a very interesting telephone conversation with a Mr. Jack Berrin. Name ring a bell, does it? Well, it seems that Mr. Berrin was once the proud owner of a very smart Sierra XR4i. I use the past tense, gentlemen, because it seems his car was stolen this afternoon from outside his flat on the Markham estate. Yes! In fact, it was towed away while 2 police officers from Sun Hill stood and watched. Anything to say, Garfield? Edwards?
Well, the man did have an HP snatchback order, sir.
Did you check it?
Well, it looked authentic, sir.
Never heard of forgery, Garfield. A simple radio check would have confirmed whether it was authentic or not. That's basic procedure! You should know that, Edwards.
And what about the dogs, sir?
Dogs? What dogs?
Excuse me, could I have a few words?
What about?
Detective Constable Carver, Sun Hill.
Oh, yes?
Well, I see you're doing the flowers.
Yes. Tuesdays and Thursdays mostly.
Have you seen anybody since you've been here?
I saw old Mr. Ford earlier, putting flowers on his wife's grave. It's a disgrace what's happened to the graves. No respect these days.
Anyone else?
You mean apart from your colleagues? Well, everyone's talking about it. Taking our priest away like that, it was an awful thing to do.
Look, he's only helping us with our inquiries, that's all.
Milton was here earlier, looking for Father Hughes. You should have seen his face when I told him he was at the police station.
Milton? Who's he?
Milton Stewart. I'm afraid he's rather a bad lot. I thought he was going to strike me when I told him. He went storming out in a terrible temper, and his language inside the church...
Look, you wouldn't happen to know where I can find this Milton Stewart, would you?
Well, I presume he's down at that centre place, on the estate with the rest of his friends. That's where they congregate.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You've been a great help.
Hey, do you see what I see?
Mr. Fordham, complete with tow truck.
Get out of the truck, please, Mr. Fordham.
What do you two want now?
Just step down, would you, sir?
Oh, what is it?
Could I have another look at your repossession order, Mr. Fordham?
No, I'm
Leave
got it on me at the
premises,
moment.
are they,
I'm very
sir?
busy, can't it wait?
You don't mind if we have a look inside, do you, sir?
Have you got anything better to do?
What's the problem? No problem. Just a bit of a mix-up, that's all. Well, Mr. Fordham. I suppose you've got the correct documentation for these vehicles?
And they're all owned by the same guy. I'm not interested, Reg. You say...
Sierra Oscar from Sierra Oscar 7.
Go ahead, Jim.
I'm on my way to the Parkley estate acting on information received. Can you get Cathy Marshall to do a check for me, please?
Your wish is her command. Now, who's the body in question?
Milton Stewart. I'm not quite sure of the spelling. Anything we've got on him and any known associates.
OK.
And can you let my governor know where I'm going?
Yeah, I'll tell him. Anything else you require, like a cup of tea ready when you get in?
No thanks, Sarge.
What?
Do you know where Mr. Burnside is?
Isn't he upstairs?
No, I've just phoned up there.
Burnside? He's in the custody area. Talk to Sergeant Cryer.
Oh, thanks.
How should you know that, Reg?
Oh, my spy's everywhere, Sergeant.
Say that again.
Yeah, my spy's everywhere.
Don't you dare.
When did you get the opportunity?
Sir.
Listen, what you got for me?
That name Jim Carver phoned in, Milton Stewart.
Yeah?
He's only been out for 3 months. He's got a string of convictions as long as your arm. Last one for GPH.
Yeah, I know him. He hangs around with that team of nutters, doesn't he? You know, on that centre place on the Parkley estate.
Right, thanks a lot, Kath.
Okay.
Sorry, Bob. I'll talk to you later.
Where are you going?
Down the centre. Carver's there on his own.
Oh, what about the priest?
Keep him here. Tell Melvin, will you? But don't let him go. Looking for someone, slag? Come on. That's assaulting a police officer. Come on. Put that down. Make me. I said put it down now! Slag! Get off, you bastard! What the hell's going on? Police! Don't move. Get off! Come!
Come on, Bill. Nothing. Show him, boy.
All right. Now, you listen good. If you make a move or open your mouth, I'll break both your arms. Comprending?
Go on, Phil. Yeah.
What's he done? He's under arrest for armed robbery and assaulting a police officer.
Oh, you're
Now get off the car!
I ain't done anything. I'm being screwed here. I'm being set up. The priest spilled his guts.
Quiet.
Oh, no, Carver, you wally.
Come on, in. What's up? What's up? What's up?
You careful with yourself.
What's up?
All right, take him off, then.
I fancy the chances of you getting your car back in one piece, Carver.
You want me to give a damn?
That's no way to talk about police property. Milton, tell me something.
What?
Why'd you give the priest the money?
What money?
You know what money.
What's so funny?
He grassed me up, didn't he? What a load of old cobblers. A flaming Mick priest grassed me up. Well, he's not supposed to break the seal. What a load of old rubbish. And me, like a mug, I believed him. Well, he's gonna get his. I'm gonna see to it personally. That priest's as good as dead. Sit back and shut up.
Where you're going, you won't be doing anything to anybody.
Oh, yeah? Is that right, scum? Well, I've got people. And I'll still have people outside.
Well, yeah, well, thanks very much for your help anyway, right? There's no one else available, Sarge. What for? It's cool. What about Ken? Oh, yeah. Oh, he must still be in the nick somewhere.
PC 416 Melvin, contact the CAD room at once, please.
Sarge, it's Ken. I'm sitting with a visitor. But Mr. Burnside said...
Put him in the interview room, or if that's full, sit him in the charge room with Sergeant Cryer. You're needed for a shout now, Ken, OK?
I'm terribly sorry, Father. I'm going to have to move you downstairs.
Please, I really should be going.
I'm sure it won't be long.
Take a seat, Father. Mr. Burnside should be with you soon. Sorry to keep you. I really should be going.
Hello, Father. Still here? Sorry about that. Thanks very much for all your help today. It's been a great use.
Not at all. Glad to have been of some help.
Yeah, well, you're dead, see? Dead! Shut up! You maniac! You're dead! Have him down, have him down! Ah, shut it, Milton! Shut it! Me! Shut it!
All right, Carver. All right. Now get that cut seen to. Then take Father Hughes home. Make sure he gets there safely. Bob, that one's for the doctor.
This way, Father.
Is that really necessary?
Well, we wouldn't want him to hurt himself, now would we?
You got a right one there.
We've seen worse, Bob.
Yeah, you can say that again.
I'm just going to have another chat with the little tow rag.
Yeah?
I'll buy you a drink later.
Yeah, all right, quick one. All right, man, yeah, put them down there for a minute, will you?
I feel as if I've been used.
He committed a crime, and now will be punished for it. Why, don't you agree with that?
Yes. But I would never have broken the sacred seal. Oh, God, what's happening?
How long ago did this happen?
About 20 minutes.
Miss Sherry? Excuse me, Chief, I'll be 2 minutes. I've got the priest with me.
Okay.
Is it safe?
Yeah, it's safe. Sacred seal. Well, nothing's sacred anymore.
Top. Hold the door, mate.
Twacker?
Yeah, he's going to tell me all about it, aren't you?
One of these days you can hit an Arctic, son.
Oh, yeah, he's so clever.
Come on, Eddie. Get off! Yeah! Oh, leave it to me, love. Wait, just stop.
Who thinks that I'm a horse? I don't even think it.
Not even secret ones about leather, love.
My brother's got an extra wide weightlifting belt that you can have.
Oh, yeah? Listen, 8 hours, then a week of fresh air and sparkling spring water is going to change me from a station potato into a bright-eyed, bushy-tailed...
Holiday potato.
You what?
Sorry, is the DI out?
War duties course. Can I assist?
Yeah, Stamp just brought a kid in for a stolen motorbike.
Not a CID problem. Beat crime. Is he admitting it?
Yeah, he's going to cough up a boatload.
We've no resources, Bob.
Oh, look, a bit of encouragement from you blokes to keep his tail up.
Sorry, Bob.
Thanks for nothing.
Hiya.
Hi.
You know, that see-all-eat-all diet's doing you no good at all, Josh.
Muscle tissue, this.
Was that CID euphemism for that?
Just wait till I get back from my holidays. I'll be like a young whippet.
You're kidding yourself. All that fish and chips and beer, you'd be worse than ever.
Yeah, probably. At least I'll be relaxed doing it. Hey, I see Stamp scored again.
Yeah, he's having a good run, isn't he?
Key kid, eh?
Yeah.
I'll try and get his ear later.
All right. Oh, Tosh.
Yeah?
Do us a favour, will you?
Yeah.
Mark Ackerbilt's card.
Oh, yeah, I forgot it's just me and him. Installed in Burnside's porta potty like a cobweb, is he?
You said it.
Yeah.
$218 from Sierra Oscar, receiving over.
The 218 receiving. No, don't tell me, Sarge. He's got another bite.
Only thought it right and proper to keep you informed, George.
You stirrer. He left the station full of dossers.
Called motivation, Bob.
Just keep the cell warm, that's all, Sarge.
It's not a competition, George.
Oh, no. You tell Stampy that.
Well, one thing's for certain, Captain Marvel won't be dead while you're around.
Yeah, look, beat a car hire. Yes, I was wondering if I could...
Forget it.
What's your game?
Wasted time hiring a car.
It may have escaped your notice, but my annual leave starts tomorrow.
False economy. Buy one.
What with my house full? Be sensible.
In the police mutual?
Yes, what's that got to do with it?
Simple economics. Cash your savings policy in, and then you can afford 2 weeks instead of 1. And you've got an asset at the end of it.
It starts tomorrow.
No problem.
I don't do spot the ball.
Do you remember that industrial accident I dealt with a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah. The foreman should have gone down.
Yeah, no evidence. Anyways, look. The chap that was killed had an old Volvo estate.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, and his wife's keen to sell it. Get rid of it were the words used.
Oh, I see. So I just turn up and knock on the door and say, I'm sorry your husband got killed, love, but could I possibly buy your car? Cheap. I mean, I know that...
Coroner's hearings this morning.
Yes, so?
Well, I sort of promised her a lift home. Public relations, you know.
Could I get my dogs in the back?
Thus saving on kennel fees.
A lift home, you say?
Right. Thanks, Sarge. Turn.
Thanks, Sarge.
Come on.
Drunk? Theft? Eh?
Nothing to do with me.
I'm sober.
I wish I had your condition, mate. Theft, are you sure?
Yeah, of peas, Sarge.
Peas?
Yeah, they're outside.
Next to the pies, I suppose.
Look, I think you better come with me.
Yes.
You stay here.
Don't move.
And behave yourself. Well, he had stopped the traffic in Duncan Street, Sarge.
I bought them off a man in the pub.
He's drunk. There's no way I'm processing him for peas.
Yeah, but Sarge...
No argument, son. Get him back inside.
Come here, you.
Copper man and blunder woman strike again.
This is all your fault.
You've either got it or you ain't, babe. And he ain't.
Cheers.
That's the car, Mr. Lyons.
Alec, do me a favour, will you?
Keep my eyes open for a side of ham.
Now, this isn't humorous, Alec. Garfield's running around the streets like a mad dog, and you two are encouraging him.
It was about time he was gainfully employed.
You don't have to clean up his mess. So I'd appreciate it if you'd ensure he's supervised and any so-called arrests were intercepted.
You're taking life too seriously, son.
Yeah, that might well be. Things are going to get a hell of a lot more serious if I don't get all the windows open. Good.
It's Joe's love. Bought it in an auction last month. Spent every spare minute on it. He just got it finished and then...
Don't you drive?
You know, I didn't know he was so popular. Everywhere we went in that car, people waved or tooted.
Nice memories, love.
How did the foreman get away with it, Mr. Lyons?
I know it's hard, love, but there was no evidence.
Joe used to say. He takes risks, that man. Yeah, risks. But not with his own life.
Look, is there anything in that system of yours about distraction offences?
Not really. Last one was about, 3 months ago. A watch and a couple of antique plates. No clues, though.
A 75-year-old widow conned out of the only thing she's got left to hang on to. Her memories.
That's our problem, isn't it? Too old, or blind, or scared out of their wits.
Or not getting what they deserve. Rigorous subsequent visits.
I thought Tosh had that one.
Yes, he has. And it's about time he got into the driving seat on it.
There's an adjustment knob on the side if you've got a bad back.
I don't want you to think I'm being previous, love.
No need to be embarrassed, Mr. Lyons.
It's just that I don't want you to think I'm unfeeling.
Well, I must get rid of the car and... Oh, obviously you got a fancy for it.
Well, it's just perfect. It's exactly right for the kids and dogs.
So there you are. Yours if you want it.
Well, the mileage is a bit high. 104,000.
I knew the foreman was to blame when he offered to give me £1,200 for it. Funny, isn't it, how people's traits come out?
Oh. I couldn't afford that.
So you're saying I should have ignored it?
No, the point I'm trying to make is that if Tony hadn't been given it the gun, you wouldn't have brought the punter in for theft.
Yeah, but he stole the peas, didn't he?
He was drunk.
Yeah. I bet if Stampy had brought him in, it would have been pats on the back.
You're letting it get you down, son. Enjoy the job.
Yeah, tell him we're not on commission, Sarge.
Look, it might seem like Mickey Mouse to some people, but at the end of the day, that sack of peas offsets a robbery. Right, statistics. 1 sack of peas, 1 armed robbery. How many crimes? 2. How many detected? 1. The sack of peas. So, detection rate 50%.
You sound like Reg Hollis.
Can we get on with what we're being paid for?
Treat's a bit thin, isn't it? What do you expect for 700 notes?
700?
Oh, that's a bit steep. Well, it's taxed till February. 9 months test. Come on, Reg.
5 or 6 would have been my top, mate. Ah, I was just saying what a nice car it was. Each.
Oh, yes. Is there everything done to it?
So I believe. Look, I'll see you back at the nick then, Tosh.
Yeah.
Could I possibly ask you to inform the authorities about the change of ownership and that?
No problem, love. Right, here we go then. Hooked up.
There's cases right under your nose.
For God's sake, you're like an ambulance running around looking for an accident.
Well, look at him.
Yeah? Well, why not him?
What's he putting in the boot?
I feel like running away.
I'm gonna have a butcher's.
Leave him. He's done nothing.
Hey, fella, what's that you're stashing?
Fairy cakes.
Oh, fairy cakes, you mate. Right. What are you doing with them? Oi, I've just asked you a question.
And I've just given you the answer.
Be sensible. He's not in a very good mood.
Neither am I.
I'm not having this. Come on, you're nicked.
What for? They're only fairy cakes for crying out loud. What'd you get back, man? How you doing? Hey, about your turn, son. Nice to see you again. Well on. Tom.
Yeah.
Bad news.
Garfield.
Afraid so.
It's the great cake robbery this time.
Oh, give me strength!
Hey, Marty, you're right.
Excuse me, Dad. Can you see anything wrong with this car? It's a Volvo.
Are you and George on some sort of head-to-head?
You've either got it or you haven't.
Oh, and he hasn't.
Yep. And what's more, he hasn't got ice cream on it.
They make it look so easy.
Ah, it's simple. A few bits of this and that, chunks of Alsatian, plenty curry sauce, and Bob's your uncle.
Oh, just like that?
Right place, right time. Then pot boiling rice. No secret to any success.
Random.
Exactly.
A bit like our outfit, really, isn't it?
That's where you're wrong, Claire. The secret of this job is to be in the wrong place at the right time. Excuse me, John. Any chance of another wedge?
I'm not happy, supervisory-wise, about this distraction offence.
Let's see it. It's screened out, officially filed.
So, why?
It doesn't merit enough points.
And the punters run free?
Look, I don't formulate force policy. I just attempt to run alongside it.
Oh, come off it. I've seen you operate, and force policy is a black hole to you, and PACE is at the bottom of it.
So come on, where's the evidence then, eh? I can't make something out of nothing.
She's an old, frail woman.
Yeah.
Doesn't that get to you?
Well, everything those vermin do gets to me, but I've got this much of nothing. The cupboard's bare.
3 months old, Tosh, and not even one subsequent visit.
I spoke to her son on the phone.
The word was visit.
Look, get off your high horse, will you? I don't invent the rules.
Trouble with you is you're D-mob happy.
Normally I'd take exception to that remark. But yes, I admit it. Because I haven't had a proper day off for the last 5 months. And disgraceful as it might seem, I'd like to spend more time with my wife and kids.
Yeah, OK, I know. But we can't just box these things without a thought. At least a try.
OK, that's what you want.
Because you and I know that crime screening is immoral.
You said it, not me.
But it is. There's a big question mark in my head about policing for expediency.
You're passionate about this, aren't you?
Yeah. And I'll tell you this. If I ever get into a position of power, I'm going to try and change it.
You're young. Well, do you think it eats away at me here, eh? She's a victim, yeah, she's a victim of the worst sort. But I know that a visit, it'll just open all the old wounds. I've got to tell her lies, tell her not to worry.
Not going to cost you anything, is it?
Just a gallon of petrol.
Oh, yeah. Good deal.
Knocked it down to 700.
You what? Oh, hell's teeth. Tell me you're joking.
Why, what's the matter?
Took pity on her, didn't you?
Never came into it.
Must have. Because she offered it to a neighbour for 500. That's how I knew it was up for sale.
Now you tell me.
You have been what is known in the trade as tucked up, Tosh.
Thank you very much. All I can do is apologise for any inconvenience. Thanks. I'm going to send you to see the force head shrinker.
You mean he's legit?
That dangerous criminal you've arrested keeps pigs.
Yeah, well, I thought he niffed.
And these valuable cakes are not only 2 weeks beyond their sell-by date, but they were taken out of a swill bin, from which Chummy has permission to take what the hell he likes. Are you receiving, Batman?
Everybody says our Anthony takes after me. From the eyes up, that is.
Look, your family snaps are private, love.
Yes. Well, now, that's the best one of our Jack, with his watch. You can see the chain hanging from his waistcoat if you look carefully. Yes, and you can just make out his football medal.
Honestly, love, it's...
Dead proud of that medal he was.
I've got a good description of the watch,
Now,
love.
you take it. All the better to help you with your detective work. And this one as well.
It's not necessary, love, really.
But it is. You see that plate on the wall? Behind the case of ornamental flowers? It's at the back.
Yes, I see it.
Well, that's a very valuable Imari plate.
Oh.
Yes, and there's our Anthony.
Yes, I've already spoken to him.
But that was on the phone, dear. This is so you know what he looks like.
Ah.
He's an architect, you know. Not one of your yuppies. Oh, no, he's got real money.
I'm blown out, girl.
You know what they say about Chinese food?
Hold it.
What now?
That punt is wearing 2 pairs of trousers. Oi, you! Stand still!
I really must get back to the station.
Oh, Mr. Lyons.
Yes?
Anthony did this for my birthday.
Oh, it's very good. Oils, isn't it?
No, it's the Thames.
Yeah.
Artistry runs in the family. You know, I used to be very good at pen and ink drawings as a young girl.
Yes, well.
Think I'm a silly old fusspot, don't you?
No, I don't. I'm just pleased you're coping.
Well, it's the medal I'm only really upset about. You know, when I first saw you in that brown car, I thought for the minute they'd come back.
What do you mean, love?
Wider.
Why don't you check my other pockets for loose change, darling?
Now then.
Well, you can't be too careful these days, can you?
Mr. Shrabrindra, is it?
Yes, just like that. Same dirty colour. And the driver, well, I'm sorry, but he looked like you.
Well, I can assure you it wasn't.
Oh, no. It was just his hair was the same, thin, and then the tash.
Yeah, but he didn't come into your house.
Oh, no, that was the other one. Terribly thin, haunting eyes, and one of them bubbly cats that's grown out and gone all wrong. Like one of them drug addict people. Yes, he was the one who defiled my drawers and got Jack's medal.
Well, all I can say is we're doing our best.
I could draw him if you like.
Pardon?
I could make a drawing.
Oh, like a photo fit?
Oh, no, far better, son. You're forgetting.
Chitty, bang, bang!
No cracks from you, son.
Hey, have we got Martin Treadaway at last?
Who?
You're driving his motor.
No, I just bought this off Mrs. Thaxby.
That car's on the computer.
Here, you heard the one about Tosh's new car?
I put him onto that.
He's only gone and bought Marty Treadway's old tin, isn't he?
Who's he when he's not at home?
That tells you a lot about CID, doesn't it?
Every jam sandwich in the Met's going to be tugging me now.
Sometimes I think he's more of an Ellison than an Alistair.
A villain's car? I do not believe it.
Ah. She's right, you know. You're a dead ringer for him.
Do I look like him? Hey, don't answer that. Bogus official. He's got form up to his armpits.
He's Oppo.
Sticks Appleby.
Hello, Tosh. Want a new motor?
Right, watch it. Joke's over, right? Do you want a case or what?
Don't tempt him.
Are you serious?
Do you know Sticks Appleby?
Yeah. No one better.
Right. Warrant's out on him for 600 notes.
Right. Tasty.
Now then, madam.
I've come to see that nice Mr. Lyons.
I'm afraid he's busy. Can I help you?
Well, he asked me to make a drawing for him.
Oh, yes?
Yes, it's not very good, I'm afraid.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. What exactly is it?
Find him, and you've got the culprit who defiled my drawers.
So now that Garfield's taken over, I thought I could do a flyer.
It's your allocation, purely CID.
It's not us and them, mate.
So I was right about the subsequent visit.
Suppose so.
Action which should have been taken at least a fortnight ago.
I only bought the car today.
Just had your star witnessing.
Great, did she bring the drawing?
She certainly did.
Drawing?
Very graphic.
Let's have a look then.
Now, CID officers should have no trouble identifying it. You're going soft in the head, son.
Very
Yeah,
hilarious.
let's have a look. I thought I was the investigating officer on this one.
Yeah, that's one for Crime Watch UK.
Leave it, it's a joke.
Just a sec. This is no joke. This is Sticks. Hang about. Sticks Appleby.
Oh, you better get onto it then.
It'll be dealt with. You're forgetting, that I'm on my holidays. Just gonna get some petrol.
Yes, sir?
I was told I could collect a sack of peas. It looks like it might be a little late.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Oh, Tosh is all right.
Because he's given you a half-baked warrant.
See Stampy chopping down that cake?
We should have told him.
What, are you kidding? You must...
Watch it, mate.
Boy, this sticks Appleby!
Stop! Stop! There's been an accident! You need an ambulance? Come on! Where?
Well, come on, then let's get him out!
Let's get him out.
Well, don't just stand there.
227 to Sierra Oscar. Get me an ambulance to Sparrow Road immediately.
It wasn't my fault.
I know you. You're the foreman. This is the second time this has happened.
Look, it was an accident. It wasn't my fault.
Don't move. You stay where you are.
Just keep still, mate. I'll be all right.
Just gets a cup of tea, eh, mate? It was an accident, Sergeant.
Oh, you remember me now, do you? Well, you're going the full journey, you. First-class piece of work, son.
Yeah, but that doesn't count.
You should be proud of it.
He's worried about the one that got away. We were chasing Sticks Appleby.
He's a mug punter. He'll come.
How can you be so sure?
No, they always do.
Get your clock down. Come on, man, they're all over the place. Now we've been busy.
Would you believe it if I told you I was going on my holidays?
When did you find it?
Didn't. One of your chaps got me out of bed.
What time was that?
About 4:30. Said it crashed sometime in the night.
You got anything, Mike?
Yeah. It came down 3:30 to 4. A couple of locals heard a low-flying aircraft, engines spluttering, but nothing else. That was it. So they just went back to sleep.
Nobody heard the crash?
Not a solitary soul. Anyway, I'd say it was more of a forced landing than a crash.
Any injured?
The pilot, yes. He must be. There's quite a lot of blood.
Do you want me anymore?
No, thank you, Mr. Kidder. If you can make yourself available to a uniform inspector when he arrives.
I'll be in my shed, other side of the park.
Okay.
Sounds a bit iffy. Anything else?
Well, yeah, pilot, passengers, they all legged it from the scene. We've got uniform officers searching the immediate area.
Have you checked the registration of the aircraft?
Yeah, they're going to call back.
Hospitals?
Well, they're sorting that back of the neck.
Have you had breakfast?
Had breakfast? You must be joking. I was called at the same time as you, Ted.
I used to be in the RAF.
Yes, we know. There's marks leading away here. Looks as if something's been dragged off. They disappear just over there.
picked it up and carried it?
Well, yeah, could be.
What about the Socko?
Should be here any moment.
Ken!
Have I fallen asleep?
Sorry, Beatrix.
What time is it?
It's nearly 6:30. You know, I don't think this was a good idea of yours, travelling through the night. As soon as we reach London, we're going to hit the rush hour traffic.
Yeah, look, I'm sorry. I had to get back today. Besides, who wants to stay overnight in Cumbria?
Well, I wouldn't have said no. Traditional English breakfast, extra toast.
I promised I'd meet my mother.
A nice leisurely drive down at a civilised hour, stopping somewhere nice for lunch.
I can't let her down again, June.
How about you, Beatrix?
Harriet's been bleeding quite profusely.
Any identification?
It's clean. I'd have expected to find some maps or flight plans or something.
No joy with the hospitals.
Now, were they coming or going?
Sorry?
Were they flying in or flying out?
Perhaps they were off course.
Well, let's get the dogs out, shall we? See if we can speed up tracking these people down, whoever they are.
Is it possible for me to have a cigarette?
Oh, so you can speak. Those are the first words you've said since we set up.
Oh, no.
What's the matter?
I don't know, the steering's gone all funny. I think we got a puncture.
Well, there's a slip road up ahead. Pull over.
No danger of fire, no one trapped. We're moving my lads out in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, boys.
Any particular, something?
No, we got nothing. Waiting for callbacks.
Go on. The trouble is, at this hour of the morning, there's nobody around to give us any help with records or anything. But I'll give you a bell if anything comes up, all right?
All right, cheers.
Yeah.
So what was this demonstration all about at Sellafield, then?
What do you care?
I don't. But I did have to come and collect you on my day off.
But all you need to know is that you're escorting me to a prison sentence.
Come off it. I'm only doing my job.
Well, everyone has the democratic right to demonstrate.
Yeah, sure, but not to assault the police, resist arrest, fail to turn up for court, and all those other ancillary charges you incurred in London last week.
So you really believe those charges were genuine?
Yeah. Maybe not.
Which means?
Well, which means you probably got what you deserved. The police have got far more important things to do than keep you and your friends away from politicians legitimately going about their business.
Like oppression of the poor, the working class.
God, I'm tired. I haven't been to bed for 2 days.
Well, some people don't even have a bed.
They've lifted it, dragged it down here, and then carried it across the road.
Must have been some weight.
Yes, and one injured. I guess there's got to be 3 of them.
Skipper!
Tell me about yourself.
Not much to tell, really.
Middle class. Mummy and Daddy probably live in a small semi-detached in the suburbs. Vote Tory, drive a Volvo, and go to church almost every Sunday.
As a matter of fact...
You have one of those childlike faces. It's not too difficult to read.
Yeah, at least I'm a free man.
Who's a free man?
You don't stagger about like this unless you're on your own.
Yeah, well, maybe they abandoned him back there where we saw the marks.
Nobody can keep losing this amount of blood without getting medical attention, Mike.
Skip!
You all right?
Yeah. You want me to take over?
No. You drive up, I'll drive back.
I feel guilty. You seem to have got the rough end of the deal.
Don't you know women always get the rough end of the deal?
Now, for once, Beatrix, I'm in complete agreement with you.
Quick, get an ambulance.
Right. Now look, I don't care what time it is. I want information from the Civil Aviation Authority immediately.
Bag these.
Yes, Skip.
Good morning, sir.
Is it?
Yes, I'm sorry, but we thought you ought to know.
Some idiot told my wife over the phone this was a major air disaster.
Morning, sir.
What have you got?
The light aircraft has crash landed.
Yes, I know all that.
Pilot legged it from the scene.
All was carried.
We think there were probably 2 passengers.
No identification?
No.
Well, what about the others?
We're still looking.
Well, I'm going back to the station.
Receiving
I'll
over.
be in my office when you get some more news.
Sir?
The aircraft is registered to Aeropress Liège, Belgium.
Belgium?
And was hired by an Andre Maury for an internal flight to Gatineau Airfield. I'm not sure exactly where that is, except it's a little used airfield near the West German border.
Nowhere near Tower Hamlets, then. What do we do now?
We'll start making inquiries further afield.
Can we have some more hands, sir?
Just get on with it, Roach. You got half the flaming met here already. What more do you want?
I need a break. Anybody fancy breakfast?
What about these?
They stay on, Beatrix.
Tough life being a revolutionary, isn't it?
How do you spell that?
M-O-R-I. Andre Maury. Yeah, we should have closed the road.
Nationality Belgian.
But we don't know that for sure. Could be French or Swiss, German even.
What are you doing?
I'm hiding the handcuffs, don't worry.
Right, you go to the hospital just in case he recovers. I'll go back to the Nick to make some Interpol inquiries.
Excuse me, the officer said I should speak to you.
Sorry, mate, what's your problem?
It might be nothing.
You go on.
I've just gone to put some rubbish at the back of my place, and there's this wooden crate. Brand new, no markings, just dumped there. So big. Thought it might be nicked.
Where's that?
Top end of the road, amongst the rubbish. Like someone didn't want it found, if you know what I mean.
Come on, show me.
I'll get the coffee.
Right. So what do your parents think of your activities then?
Activities? You make the word sound sinister. I'm not ashamed to be called an activist.
You go to prison, you know. Your whole life ruined.
What do you know about life? You don't even know why we were demonstrating.
So what?
Do you care about human rights?
Yeah, sure.
No, about ordinary people held in detention simply because their political views conflict with the state.
Yes, of course I do.
And an extra cream for the coffee.
You are like robots dressed in blue. Thump, thump, thump. We have no freedom of movement. You obey your master's whims without question. Look right, look left, look ahead. Don't you people ever think for yourselves?
Oh, you will accept a capitalist breakfast, won't you?
You're brainwashed, you know that?
I've just about had enough of politics for one day. Can we just sit and enjoy a nice hot meal? No, Beatrix.
This has got to be it, Ted.
Yeah. But what is it? Right, let's set up a surveillance. Whatever it is, obviously they're going to come back and pick it up, aren't they?
There's an empty flat up there. It's not mine, but I've got a set of keys.
You told me you're a vegetarian as well.
I'm not that hungry. Can I have another cigarette?
Sure. What do you reckon it is?
No idea. If it's drugs, you get a gut feeling, you know what I mean?
Yes, I know what you mean.
3 Belgians, we take it they are Belgians, who should be on an internal flight in their own country, crash land in a municipal park in the East End. And what have they got? They got a crate that contains what? Microwave? Television set?
Perhaps we should have opened it.
And the minute we do that, they turn up? No, Mike. This one we sit out.
You two should get married.
I'd put her right on politics, that's for sure. And smoking when other people are eating.
Let me ask you a simple question. What effort do you make to protect the environment?
Oh, give it a rest, will you?
No, just tell me what you contribute.
Can't you two just agree to differ?
I don't know what you mean.
There you are. You know nothing and you care nothing.
I care as much as the next person.
Yeah, well, what are you doing about it? Would you demonstrate for the cause? Stand in the freezing cold holding a placard? March up and down Downing Street?
No.
Well, that's because you're typical of the masses. Unable to stand up for what you believe.
Would anyone like another cup of coffee?
If I feel strongly enough about something,
Yeah,
I'm
can't you see what she's trying to do? She's trying to wind you up.
And from nothing came nothing.
I wonder what could be worth so much trouble.
Maybe it's a body. Somebody's mother-in-law.
She'd have to be a dwarf. If you can't come up with some sensible answers, Dashers, don't bother.
You've got a strange accent, Beatrix. Where are you from?
My mother was Austrian, my father was Scotch.
You're a British citizen?
Why do you ask such a racialist question?
It's a natural question.
For a policeman. For your information, I was born in Edinburgh, and I hold a British passport.
The accent?
From a child, I've lived in one European country or other up until I went to university in Zurich. Political studies, before you ask.
Ted? Yeah? That's hired van. 2 male occupants coming down the service road.
All units, stand by. Suspects approaching.
Ready?
Let's go.
You all right?
Yes. Right, let's get this lot down the neck, see what we got. 2 of you over here!
Shouldn't we make a move?
We're going to hit the traffic going back into London. There's no point for at least an hour. Look, I'm going to try and find somewhere we can clean up, all right? Over
Are there any friends you'd like me to contact for you when we get back to London? Anyone you want in court?
No.
Amnesty International? Only trying to be funny.
Mind yourself on the jam.
Right.
I see. All right, put it on the floor, on the floor.
You've got a problem. I want to go to the toilet.
You'll have to wait till June gets back.
You know, Ken, you don't mind me calling you Ken. We're not all that different, you and me.
How do you work that one out?
Well, we believe in the same things. Greenpeace, ecological security.
Up to a point, yeah.
True. You wouldn't be willing to, say, board a whaling ship in Yokohama or block up a sewage pipe discharging radioactivity into the sea.
Maybe not.
Do you know who Mikhail Kukobaka is?
Yeah, he was a prisoner of conscience, wasn't he?
So you do care, don't you?
It's common knowledge. He was released from a Soviet prison after serving a long sentence for, I don't know, something or other.
He stood up for his beliefs. Nothing more.
Yeah, something like that.
You know, Ken, the only difference between you and me is that I'm willing to stand up for what I believe.
Chief Inspector Conway. You what? You sure about this? Right, I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
I've binned them up, but they're saying nothing except jabbering away to each other in French.
Gently.
It's just like Christmas, isn't it?
You shut up.
What is it?
Some kind of computer, I think.
Ted.
Try and get hold of an expert. Find out exactly what it is. Sir?
Did you send someone to Cumbria to pick up a girl prisoner?
Yes.
Who?
Ackland and Melvin. It was some sort of public order offence. Inspector Fraser wasn't available, so I took it upon myself
There's
to...
an overnight downstairs. Says the girl's prints are identical to those of a girl wanted in connection with a bomb at Dusseldorf railway station 3 weeks ago. She's on the international wanted list.
What? I don't believe it.
She's a terrorist, Ted. They checked it out.
Yeah, well, June said that she'd probably stay overnight. I shouldn't think they've even collected her yet.
You know, when I was at college, I went on a demonstration.
You on a demonstration?
Yeah, everybody went. It was the thing to do.
A demonstration for what?
I don't remember. What I do remember is things got out of hand, violence broke out.
Professional misfit, I knew it.
And not long after that, I walked out of college.
Whatever made you become a policeman?
Friend of the family suggested it. Oh, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't want to do anything else. All I'm trying to say is I could have easily gone the same way as you.
Well, it's not too late. Come and join us.
You're joking.
Oh, you have no regrets, I promise you. There's a big world outside the police force, Ken. And believe me, there's lots of injustices to be put right.
I've got us a room in the motel for a couple of hours. We can have a wash and brush up before we drive home.
Well, can you check out what time they left and ring me back? Thanks. Extension 49. They left last night. The early 10 station officer said he's going to check out the custody books and ring me back.
I don't like the sound of this. Not one little bit.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah, could be worse.
You know that film Psycho? These places always remind me of that.
Look, I'd better go and phone the Nick, let them know where we are. I won't be long.
Thank you very much for your help. I'll let you know of any developments. Fugu was booked out of the Nick just before midnight. They went to fill up with petrol and left at about 12:30.
We'll alert the surrounding forces. No more than that.
Is there any chance of me going to the toilet?
Better wait till June gets back.
Oh, please, I have to go.
All right. Don't get any funny ideas, eh? And don't lock the door.
Tut.
What are you doing in there?
I'm taking a shower. Come in, the water's lovely.
CID. June, hold on. Ackland.
I'll call you back. Go and get Conway for me. June, are you all right?
Yeah, of course I'm all right. I'm just paranoid about men following me. Why, is something wrong?
Who's following you?
No, it's nobody really. I just keep seeing this bloke, but then as soon as we're sharing the same motorway, it's hardly...
Will you stay right where you are? Conway wants to speak to you. Mike's just gonna get him.
How much longer? June? What are you doing? June! June! Get June! June!
Girl wanted in connection with a bomb at Dusseldorf, right? Ackland! Something's gone wrong. Come on, Ted, let's have a look at the map.
You should have joined us.
June! June!
Stop, police! Oh! But don't just stand there!
My guess is it's a Samsung ZR2000, a very powerful and sophisticated American computer.
American?
Very sought-after piece of hardware.
What's it used for?
Whatever you wanted to do. Launching and guiding missiles, if you like.
You're kidding.
Operating radar networks is another key option. My guess is it was smuggled in from the States. Your prisoners picked it up over here somewhere and were flying it back to Belgium.
How much is it worth?
Don't say $500,000. You've got yourself a coup. You've probably cracked a much sought-after high-technology smuggling ring. Congratulations.
She's heading south up the motorway with a couple of blokes.
Pop in, love.
Out. Documents.
This is supposed to contain a taped interview with a suspect. Now, how do you expect my girls in the typing pool to transcribe
Delia.
it when their ears are being GBH'd by bouts of coughing, someone blowing their nose, another one scratching his backside, and a million telephones in the background begging for someone to answer them?
You're exaggerating, Delia.
There's no mention of colour change. Well, you're lucky, because I'm feeling good today, and I don't usually like Mondays. By rights, I should get traffic patrol down here to examine this heap and have it taken off the road. Go on your way, mate.
Thanks so much.
Hey, what's the idea?
What do you mean, what's the idea?
Well, I would have questioned him further. He might have been up to something.
Well, then why didn't you?
Well, you didn't exactly give me the chance.
Oh, look, Jude, if we're going to get a job, let's at least make it a half-decent one. Something with a bit of meat on it.
Oh, something with an insurance payout, you mean?
Now you're thinking positive.
You know what the shuffling of papers sound like when it's right up close to a microphone?
No. But I know you're going to tell me.
It sounds as if you're slapping a suspect about the face. Now, there are rules and guidelines when using audio equipment. Your department should know that.
I'll tell the lads to be more careful in future.
You do that. And you want to do something about your breath. It smells.
Do you ever fancy going to a museum for a change?
I don't mind, really.
Sunnhill Police Station, good morning. Putting you through now, sir.
Anything educational, right?
Me? I'm a sucker for art, would you believe?
Anything happened since I popped out?
Sunnhill Police
Oh,
Station.
yeah, Smith and
morning.
Edwards. They've gone to a disturbance at the bank in Townsend Road.
Disturbance at the bank, eh?
That's what the assistant manager said. Someone arguing about their account.
It's good, really.
I can't see what the problem is.
Isn't that Tosh's missus?
The police? What's it got to do with them?
Mrs. Lyons, what seems to be the problem?
I'm not budging an inch until this man gives me some money.
You don't have any money in your account, Mrs. Lyons. You can't have what you haven't got.
There must be some money in there. Anyway, my husband's monthly paycheck's due any time. Ask these officers.
Look, can't we discuss this somewhere private?
I'm not moving till this man gives me some money. For God's sake, I've got kids to feed.
Will you use your office?
By all means.
I'm not moving.
Please, Mrs. Lyons, let's talk about this in my office.
Yes, that would be more sensible, Mrs.
This way, Mrs. Lyons.
Please?
What are you lot bloody well staring at?
Why don't you try and get hold of Tosh?
Yeah, right.
Can I use your telephone?
Yes, go ahead.
Sunnhill Police Station. Hello, Taff.
This disturbance at the bank, it's Tosh Lyons' missus and kids.
Tosh Lyons' missus. And kids.
She's creating merry hell because they won't give her any money. Can you get Tosh down here as quick as you can?
All right, leave it with me, Taff. Give me a number and I'll call you back.
Right. We've got aggro. I think you should know about it.
I can guess. I'll go get Tosh. You get a car up there to whisk her away a bit quick. Don't want us washing our dirty linen in public if you can help, do we?
Sierra Oscar to 86. Are you receiving me? Over?
Loud and clear, over.
Right, can you go to the London Capital Bank in Townsend Road and meet PC Edwards? Re a delicate inquiry.
If Alistair covers the 2 burglaries in Devon Close, Tosh can do the supermarket cheque fraud. That leaves the alleged indecent assault down to you, Ted. And I'll do the alibi inquiry. What took you so long?
Well, you lumbered me, Gov.
What, Darlene Delia?
You know who?
She's a pussycat.
Yeah. Oh, God, this is stone cold.
Well, what do you expect? There you are. Get yourself another one.
I thought you said you could handle women.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for all your moral support when she showed up.
My pleasure.
Yeah, cheers.
See you later.
Wait, Alistair, come here. Tell me something, will you? Does my breath smell?
Not that you'd notice.
Oh, thanks a lot, pal. Cheers.
If you get any aggro on that indecent assault, on second thoughts, you'd better take Alistair with you. What's your problem, Sarge?
Tosh, is he about?
Why?
It's personal.
Personal?
Oh, just tell me where he is, all right?
He's in the canteen, sulking into his coffee. He'd make a good candidate for your mob.
Ah.
Your husband drew out £400 on the 3rd and £200 on the 5th. You were then £750 overdrawn.
Why would you have drawn out so much money?
Thank you, Jean. This is not the first time your account has been overdrawn by such an amount.
Yes, but it's always put back as soon as the paycheck goes through.
I've already taken your credit cards back, Mrs. Lyons. I cannot, as a bank manager, allow this situation to continue.
But I have to live. I have to feed the kids.
As soon as we get all the Tosh lines, he'll be here, okay?
If you can get hold of him, you'll be luckier than me.
Tosh,
Yeah.
your wife's down at the bank,
My wife?
creating hell. Apparently there's no money in the account.
Oh, my God.
Trying to keep it as quiet as we can.
You couldn't lend me some money, could you, Alec? Just for a few days, till I get paid.
And you better be getting down there.
Yeah.
I'll give Edwards a ring, tell him you're on your way.
Yeah, cheers.
Couldn't you let me just have £20?
Mrs. Lyons, you and your husband are overdrawn. I have sent numerous letters addressed to both of you, letters you have totally ignored.
How about if I wrote a cheque out for £20 and gave it to Mrs. Lyons?
It wouldn't make any difference.
God, what am I going to do?
I'd lend you the money, but, well...
I don't want charity.
All right. Mrs. Lyons, I will let you draw £20 on the clear understanding that you and your husband make an appointment to come and see me, and by that I mean together. Both of you. Together.
Get hold of Edwards for me.
Thank you, Mr. Hicks. I'm sorry I caused such a scene.
That's all right.
No, I feel awful about it. It was just I was so desperate.
What's for you?
Thanks. Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on a minute. Sergeant Peters would like a word with you.
Right. Sorry about this.
Don't worry.
Not the first, Mrs. Lyons, and you won't be the last. Next Tuesday morning, then?
Thank you.
You ever thought about joining the Hong Kong police?
Yeah, I don't think they could afford me. What the hell does he think he's doing?
Maybe he's collecting money for the firm.
Either that or he's in business for himself.
don't like the sound of that. Keep it on speaker.
Urgent assistance required. Capital, London Capital Bank.
Right, if you get all units down to the bank and tell them to approach with caution. Just do it.
All units in vicinity of London Capital Bank, Townsend Road, junction with Cyprus Avenue. Armed robbery in progress. Proceed with caution. Repeat, proceed with caution.
What's going on? Look, I've told you, on the other side of the road. I want you back on the other side.
They've got guns in that. Stop, come with me. Will you get back on the bus, please, now? Tosh! Tosh! Stay there!
What's happening?
There's been a bank raid.
You're joking. My missus and my kids in there.
They've got
Now get out of my way,
guns.
June!
Tosh!
Tosh, get out of my way!
Tell her to hang on. Ken, get CID.
We'll get help down there straight away. MP from Sierra Oscar, are there any PT-17 officers in the vicinity Townsend Road? Over.
Get out of here! Get out of here! To the corner! Peter, cover us from there. You two, cover us from the gold one.
Get back
into
me, come on!
Okay,
that's all right.
PT-17 officers.
Been done, sir.
Inspector Burnside.
Could I speak to the Assistant Commissioner, please? Yes, I'll hold on. Has Ramsey's wife been informed?
He's not married, is he?
Lives with his mum.
Well, could you pick her up and take her to the hospital?
I'm cadroom duty, sir.
I'll do it.
No, I want you to go to the hospital and report on Ramsey's condition by the minute. Yes, well, could you find him for me, please? Go on now.
Right, sir.
Alec, get Bob Cryer in, will you?
It is his day off, sir. I'm sorry, I'm thinking aloud.
Just get Bob Cryer in.
Yes, straight away, sir.
And Alec, sir. Don't worry about leaving the cadroom without a sergeant for 5 minutes. If they've got any problems, tell them to ring me.
Yes, sir.
Oh, hello, sir. Brownlow here, sir, Sunhill. We've got a bit of a panic on.
Will you go to the hospital?
Peter! Cover this stretcher. There's a stretcher coming through.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just fine.
Tosh! Watch yourself! Yeah. Oi! Oi, get that!
Chief Inspector Conway's standing by to negotiate, sir. He's got considerable experience in situations of this sort. I've got every confidence in him. I would like to request some more PT-17 officers, sir.
Sir, they're going to release Smith.
Could you hold on, sir? There's been a development. Did they give a reason?
Sergeant Peters thinks they want to negotiate.
You mustn't blame yourself, Tosh.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say.
But you weren't to know.
Oh, God, please let it be all right.
Stand still. Turn right. Walk down towards the control van.
Yogi! Me missus and the kids, are they all right?
Yes,
Yogi!
yes.
Tosh, leave it out. Come on, he's going to be all right. Take him back to the car. Stay there, Tosh. Stay there.
I've been trying to get hold of Sergeant Cryer.
Go to the toilet, isn't it?
I've left a message with his
Barton
wife,
Street.
and she's going to
Admin,
try and
please.
contact him.
All right, Viv, he's here. Oh, hello, yes. Look, I'm trying to get hold of the next of kin of PC Peter Ramsey, who was transferred from your station.
Thank Thanks for your help.
I believe it's his mum, but unfortunately our records at the moment seem to be incomplete.
49 Winston Avenue.
We're glad to see you.
Oh, no, I've got his
Sarge.
address, thank you. I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that. Hey, Bob.
Would somebody mind telling me what's going on here?
Sunhill Police Station.
No, I mean, I don't mind coming in on my day off, but I mean, this is 3 attempts on it.
Ramsey has been shot.
Shot?
Yeah, bank raid went wrong.
He's been shot in the chest.
How bad?
We don't know.
Well, everyone's down there, but Brownlow specifically asked for you to come in and take care of the office bit while I go and look after Mrs. Ramsey.
Right. What's happened so far?
Cubicle number 5.
Percy, is this for
How many in there, Smith?
5. Who's been shot?
5 of them.
Who's been shot, sir?
Ramsey. Makes it very personal, doesn't it?
The Commissioner's given me full responsibility with all the backup I need. So don't worry, Frank. I won't let personal feelings get in the way, if that's what you're thinking.
Look, they've lost it in there, sir. Anything can happen. But Tosh's wife and kids are safe, for the time being. I don't think any harm will come to them.
As long as we do as they say.
Try and put it out of your mind that officers and their families are involved.
Aren't we forgetting, with all due respect, sir, that Edwards has a wife too?
Aren't you forgetting P.C. Smith? All those hostages have families. My concern is not with individuals, whether they be police officers or not.
Sorry, sir.
Let's see what they want, shall we?
I'm Chief Inspector Conway. Are you in charge?
Yeah.
What do I call you?
Names aren't important. What is important is the fact that I've got 24 hostages. What you gonna do about it?
What do you suggest?
Deal will be in both our interests.
I agree. What have you in mind?
I'll let you know.
Trying to manipulate you, sir. Far too confident for my liking.
I've all my men in position. The building's completely covered. Have you made contact?
Yes. Look, I think we might be able to bring this business to a satisfactory conclusion without anyone else getting hurt.
Any news on the officer that was shot?
Doesn't look too clever.
You can't say that, Frank. We don't know for sure. Look, I don't want any rumours being spread amongst the men. You say nothing, right?
As you said.
Is anything happening?
Mr. Conway's waiting for their spokesman to call back.
Well, we couldn't have a better man on the scene.
Mr. Conway?
Sir,
So I've got great confidence in Derek as a negotiator, so's the Commissioner. Yes?
Sergeant Peters is with Mrs. Ramsey. She doesn't want to go to the hospital.
How's she taking it, did he say?
All he said was he was staying with her in case she changes her mind.
Right.
They're on, sir.
Yes.
I want a 6-seater car with a full tank of petrol and safe conduct out of here. For that, I'll release all the hostages, except the manager.
I can't allow that.
If I see any vehicle following us, including helicopters, we'll let him have it.
There is no need for any more violence, but I can't allow you to take civilian hostages. You must know that.
My concern is my men. You've got 20 minutes.
Are there any other children in the bank besides Mrs. Lynes's?
No, sir.
Where are they holding them, exactly?
In the middle of the main floor, sir.
You can't let them dictate terms.
Is Lynes still outside in the car?
Yes.
It's better that he doesn't know.
What are you gonna do?
Frank.
There are kids in there. Tosh Lynes' kids and his missus.
Just stay out of this, Frank. It's my show. I don't want you as aggro as well as them in there.
Derek, for God's sake.
I know what I'm doing, and I don't want any more bloodshed.
Tea, Mum. Thanks. Any news?
I'm afraid not.
Sierra Oscar from MP. Rio 1030 for PT-17 officer. These will be at your location in 1 minute. Repeat, 1 minute. The scenes of crime officer has been informed and is on way, as are the photographers.
Ready when you are.
Right, who's driving the car?
I'll do it.
No, I need you in here, Bob.
Well, there isn't anyone else. Now, this one's mine, sir. And if it isn't done properly, it's down to me.
When you stop the car, turn off the ignition and then go for the blue wire. I'll leave it dangling so you can't miss it. And then just give it a little tug and then tuck it away out of sight. OK? It's all yours, mate.
They're on again, sir.
Yes.
You got that car ready yet?
Yes, but I can't allow you to take any hostages.
You don't expect me to believe you'll let me and my men drive away from here just like that?
I'd prefer if you gave yourself up. Now, I have to warn you that you're surrounded by armed police. And if anyone's life is endangered... Are you still there? Are you there? Hello, are you there?
This is my final word. I want that car outside the entrance in 5 minutes. I'll release all the hostages, except for the copper. He'll have a gun pointed at his head. The time for talking's over.
Put the car outside the bank facing this way.
You can't let them go. They can pick up as many hostages as they want, anywhere between here and wherever they're going.
Don't argue, do it!
What the hell are they doing?
They're using the hostages as cover, that's what they're bloody well doing.
Come on, then, kids over here! Stay there, don't move! Run!
Out the way, Yorkie.
Kids! Come here! Go on! Go on, kids!
Come on, Sarah.
Go, go, go!
What's the matter?
It won't start! It won't bloody start! It's a trap!
Shut up! Right. You drive.
It's all right, it's over. It's over. You all right?
That's criminal damage, what they're doing.
Mwah!
And that's just saucy, that is, Malcolm.
You'll be able to tell them soon, won't you? Through a cell door.
They'll probably recognise the magistrate.
All his trousers on there, won't
It's not an offence to drive like a prat, Malcolm. Half of London does
Let's
it.
just follow him and see if he keeps it up, all right? Don't want too many girls clocking us anyway.
You haven't got time.
Look like you've lost a pound and found a penny. Court all done?
Yes, Sarge.
It's quick. How'd it go?
We lost 2-1. The jury believed his story. Obviously, we should have waited until he'd held up a bank.
Doesn't exactly fill you with confidence, does it, Sarge?
You can't compare it, Ken.
Well, you didn't have to see his face staring out of the newspaper every day.
There's nothing to be done about that. It's a free country. Come on, drink your tea. Get out on the beat. Walk it off. Always tomorrow.
You'll still be there tomorrow, Sarge, one way or another. Dead or dying.
I'll have a walk round the 3B. Try and put this morning out of your mind. And try and do the same about this Ramsey business. Claire, we're a bit short on girls. Go down to the collection with me, will you?
Sarge?
Go on.
So if it's not yours, whose is it?
I didn't say that. I said I don't have the registration documents.
Well, you wouldn't, would you? Car's not registered in your name, is it?
And what do you expect? I've just bought it. What does she think she's doing?
Don't be stupid. What do you think she's doing?
Well, there might be something private in there.
Yeah. License.
License, please.
You
Get off me, right?
Malcolm.
said, where do you think you're
And
going?
I said get off me!
You're not thinking of doing a runner by any chance, are you?
Malcolm.
My wallet is in the glove box.
Get it.
Look, but don't touch.
Listen, moron.
Listen, I'm gonna complain about you. Your attitude stinks.
You'll do what?
You heard me, you coconut. Black copper. You sell out.
What'd you say? What did I say?
Malcolm! Malcolm! Radio. I'll finish off here. Right, I'm going to need some details from you. Start with your full name and address, please.
Sierra Oscar 85, receiving, over.
351.
Malcolm, you two have an appointment. ETA at Sierra Oscar.
However long it takes.
Who's DCI Robertson, Skipper?
Area robbery squad, why?
Took a message for him this morning. From his wife. I'd never heard of the bloke before. But I didn't want to drop someone in it by telling his wife he wasn't here. So I played it dumb.
That's tactful.
Cheers, mate.
For the gentlemen in this group, I need hardly add that you need to be somewhat circumspect when handling these women. It's the most common ploy they use to put pressure on you. The policeman did this, the policeman did that. Keep your hands where they can be seen. There's enough WPCs that it shouldn't become a problem. That does not mean you have to come over soft. Do your job. Do it firmly, do it fairly, and that goes for the women officers too. Now, don't forget, the term rolling clients is a euphemism. The crime is robbery, and some of these women have undoubtedly been involved in crimes of violence.
No complaints of it in the crime book, ma'am.
We're acting on information received by Mr. Burnside.
If you thought about it, Taff, no one's going to go home and say to the family, oh, I've got to go down Sunhill Nick. I've been rolled by a Tom.
Right, handcuffs? Good. Questions?
£2 of golden delicious, 50 pence coming over. £2 for 50, thank you very much. That's it, sir, 50 pence, thank you. Thank you.
What's this then?
Apples. Go on.
No, I don't want one. This shouldn't be here. Move it. Now!
Oh, yeah. I can't move it right now. You see, I've got a bag back. And my mate's over there getting a couple of teas.
I'll move it for you then, shall I?
What?
Oh dear, they seem to be falling off.
Oh, no.
Keep going, shall I?
Look.
You sure you don't want to move it yourself?
Just trying to earn a bleeding living, that's all.
I hope you live to regret that, young man.
Sarge,
Right, ready, ma'am?
can we talk, please?
Yeah.
In private. Right, Bob?
2 secs, ma'am.
Look, this won't take long. It's Malcolm Haynes.
And?
Well, I'm only speaking as a friend, like. He was quite a mate of Ramsey's.
Is? We're all colleagues, Viv. Get to the point.
More than colleagues, mates. He's taken it pretty bad. Look, I think it's getting...
I know what it's getting. It's getting tough. And it's getting on his nerves. And it's getting on everyone's nerves. But is there anything specific? Anything that's affecting the public? Anything that means he can't do his job? It should take a weak Tom and Dick.
He's jumpy, Sarge. He could do with being off the streets for a bit, that's all.
Yeah, I know lots of people who could, but I haven't got the body to let everybody off the streets. Who's feeling under pressure? I have to shut the nick. We're all under pressure when a colleague gets shot, Viv.
Mate,
Colleague, mate, we've got to get on with our lives.
you hate Ramsey, don't you, Sarge?
I shall make out I didn't hear that, Viv. Now you've got work to do. Go on, they're waiting for you on the transit.
Sorry, Bob.
That's right, Viv's just going. What can I do for you?
Operation Tomcat.
Yeah, we're just going off there now.
Oh, good. Any problems?
No, none so far, but you better have a word with the inspector.
Right, I will.
Well, I've got to get on, otherwise it's never going to get done, is it? Come on in, Taff.
CID, Craig? No, he's not here. But to be frank, Ramsey's a PC, not a DC, and we don't expect him back on duty for some time. Girl, that's the 5th call I've taken for Ramsey this week.
Whoever keeps ringing up for DC Ramsey must be either illiterate or a Martian. They found out about the policeman's wife and kids being taken hostage, Tosh. Page 4. It was bound to happen. I've got to go down to the collators. Well, he's going to get it from somewhere. It's better it comes from me, right? And you, get your chin off the floor. You're making this room look untidy.
Well,
It's half a dozen of them. They're doing business.
enough evidence?
Yeah.
Right, let's nick him then.
Right, ma'am. That Haynes.
Look, I can't not read a newspaper for the rest of my life just because our bleeding-hearted hero might happen to be in it, can I?
Can't you be a bit more sensitive?
What about him?
No, about the rest of us.
Look, the man was a Class A bastard. Why should I care what happens to him?
Shut it, Edwards!
Sierra Oscar 1 from Sierra Oscar, receiving.
Sierra Oscar 1, receiving, over.
How's it going there, ma'am?
What can I do for you, Alec?
Run out of bodies, ma'am. Lambert Forensics wants us to retrieve Ramsey's uniform from the Royal Hospital, pronto.
Haven't they done that already?
Apparently not. They want it by 5.
OK, I'll deal with it.
Receive Sierra Oscar 1.
Malcolm, you go. It's only 5 minutes walk away.
Yes. The most shameless piece of geeing up I've ever seen.
Come in.
I'm going to read this.
Did you want to see me, Gov?
Yeah. These are the questions I want you and Tosh to ask the girls that Operation Tomcat's bringing in. Now, you're supposed to be looking for someone who's been rolling their clients.
Supposed? Is there any evidence?
Don't worry about it. They're in bang to rights for soliciting, not for rolling their clients. And while they're here, you and Tosh are going to give nearly all of them earache.
Nearly?
That's right. I'm going to have a bash at one of them. She's a robbery squad snout, and she's got an in on a firm run by a geezer who used to be her ponce. He's decided to go up market into the armed robbery business, and we're going to nick him.
We? Sunhill CID?
We, the Metropolitan Police.
Why doesn't the girl just phone us?
How's she supposed to do that, Greg? He's her ponce. He'd kill her. Now, so far, only the robbery squad DCI, Mr. Conway, myself, and now you know about this. Security. We don't want to get the girl topped.
So why are you telling me, Gov?
Because, Greg, You're a clever dick. And you'd suss out something was wrong. And then you'd go nagging on about it until you'd put it in everybody else's mind that something was wrong. Now, as far as the world is concerned, we are turning over these toms, looking for a couple of muggers. Especially as far as he's concerned.
This is the gentleman, Tush.
Chief Inspector Robertson, I'm DC Lyons.
Oh, I know who you are.
Mr. Burnside asked me to fetch you. This way, sir. You're from, area. Oh, Mr. Burnside is inspecting though, is he?
You want to know, am I another investigator on that copper you got shot, Lyons? Well, I'm not. But you look like you're having conscience trouble, son.
Joe!
Frank.
My office. Yeah.
Hello, Mrs. Ramsey.
Hello. It's Malcolm, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't smoke, really. Give it up years ago. Something to do while you're waiting.
You're straight on this?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Come on, you lot, wake up. I want this Tom and her muggy mates nicked, not bald to death. Any idea who we're looking for, Gov? Tosh, you're on CID because of your incisive wit and imagination.
Sure. We haven't got a description, if that's what you mean, Tosh. Just times and dates.
Okay, fine.
How is he? I expect you know that Pete's a bit of a... I used... We're all hoping for the best for your son, Pete.
What do you think? I mean, just like that.
No, we're not. Viv, you watching this?
What, you told me once.
What did you say?
I didn't say nothing.
You lying little toe rag. What was it again?
I didn't say nothing.
You make sure you keep a respectful tongue in your head while you're in here. It's not a big joke, you know. These are serious offences.
You're right. Well, I didn't say nothing.
Oh, do me a favour. I'm going to sort you out. What's your name?
Straight up, CID.
Come up, CID.
Don't worry, it's only us.
Yes.
I've come to pick up PC Ramsey's property. There you go.
You've got to put by. We expected someone sooner. Still, I suppose you've all been a bit disorganised. Quite a celebrity, your colleague. Mr. P.R. Ramsey. Check it and sign, please. Check it and sign, please.
Next Wednesday, the National Bank in the High Street. Chalky's leading the team. 4 of them plus a driver, and they're all tooled up. They've got it from a bloke in a security van firm.
Yes. Well done, Ginny, my gal. Yeah, cop this lot.
What's this supposed to be?
The questions you were asked by Detective Inspector Burnside here. Get them fixed in your mind. You'll have the same story as everyone else.
Not a word of this, Viv. Not to anyone. Either inside the nick or outside. That's why I chose you, all right? Not a word. Not on your life. Not on her life.
Thank you.
Hello, Doctor.
We're still only allowing close relatives to visit, I'm afraid, PC is. Mrs. Ramsey, would you like to come through? Still no change, I'm afraid.
All right.
Well, they're working, Bob, no doubt.
I don't know where they all come from.
What, the men or the women?
He's not a customer. Smithson, Chalky Smithson, he's a ponce. Quite nasty piece of work. Had a run-in with Mike Dashwood last year.
OK, leave him for later and the clients. We only want the girls for now anyway.
Right.
Who's your pimp, Tracy? Perhaps we'd better ask him.
Good old Tush, eh? Thought he was turning into complete marshmallow.
Shall I fish him out, put him into the
No.
They've all got to be left with the impression they've been grilled. That means doing it, Sergeant.
Anyway, Clara and Fraser will be back with another van load soon. I'll let Tush interview him. Keep him out of trouble. Let him work up a bit of an anger.
In the meantime, I shall buy you two a pint.
Lovely.
We'll put the evil eye on Chalky Smithson, who a week today will be banged up facing his robbery charge. Cream, Frank. All cream.
Hello, Malcolm. I was just getting some tea.
That's what you're good for, Lines. Drinking tea and stuffing your fat face with biscuits.
Look, Mal.
Don't look Mal me, you stupid, useless... You're a waste of space, Lines. In fact, you're worse. You're dangerous. Do you know where I've just been, dear? Ring any bells, is it? You know what this is? The uniform of the man you got shot.
You got a job to finish, Malcolm. Get on with it.
What's going on?
Haynes is just getting a bit excited, that's all.
Look, we got 10 of these women waiting to be interviewed. Where's Sergeant Gregg?
Oh, he's gone out to do some inquiries with Mr. Roberts and Mr. Burnside, ma'am.
Who's Mr. Robertson when he's at home?
Area, ma'am. Robbery squad.
Oh, great, they've all gone down the pub. What are we supposed to do with these prisoners we brought in? Come on, Tosh, there's half of London's prostitutes waiting in the custody area to be interviewed by you.
I don't need to, Mum. I know everyone.
You know them?
Yeah. I got out the first girl. She's underage and terrified. She's got a ponce called Smithson. Charles Smithson, otherwise known as Chalky Smithson.
It's the bloke we saw in Marshall Street. The one that had the run-in with Dashwood.
Dashwood, yes, I know. We know what he looks like.
OK. The girl, she saw him roll a client of hers. Did it for kicks. Naughty as a fruitcake. I've got the social worker coming in to deal with her.
Better go nick him, Bob.
Me? What about his lot?
Well, they're all down the pub. If we wait till they get back, Smithson's girls would have started getting out and he'll have wind of it. Take 3 PCs, men only. Take Haynes. A run round the block with Chalky Smithson sounds just the thing for young Malcolm's excess energy.
Right.
Girls' tea's getting cold, Tosh.
Yes, Mum. Should I,
No, you stay here. Find our family.
Yes, Mum.
Why you want, Frank? Here, smoke it later.
Cheers, mate.
See ya.
I'm still not sure. I mean, it sounds a bit unlike robbery squad. Are we supposed to be in on this Smithson blagging?
No, our part ends here.
So?
So? Nothing. Garfield, it's a bit empty round here. Where is everyone?
Well, don't tell me, Gov. Best ask the skipper.
When we set up a job for the robbery squad, Alistair, it's so they'll owe us one, right? Ali!
Yeah?
Where are all the uniforms?
Marshall Street.
What, still on Operation Tomcat?
No, Tosh found your mugger.
Yeah?
Yeah, Ponce on Marshall Street. He's by the name of Smithson, Chalky Smithson.